Good morning and welcome back to more Ogre Battle 64. Today, well, in our previous episode we did Tramos Mountains South, which is probably one of the harder missions in the game, but we did it and we got our new friend Paul, who's level 24, so he's a bit ahead of us, so we're not going to use him right away, but we now get to go to Tremos Mountains North, which we will A, get another new character at, and B, has Boulder Golems. So, as soon as we complete this mission, we can go recruit some Boulder Golems. They're going to be a little bit behind Paul. They're going to be level 21. So I might want to level them up a little bit, but we'll figure that out. Also, I won't be using Paul until we're closer to his level anyway. But I think we just go straight into it. Now, the recruitable character here is fairly precise in what you have to do to get him. It is debated on whether or not you have to use Magnus for it directly. So I'm not going to test that. I'm just going to use Magnus. What's going on, Hugo? We got no time to waste. Well, that's true, but we're surrounded. Well, that's going to be a problem. I mean, it's probably Lodis, or at least related to Lodis. They're not happy with what we've been doing. Makes sense. We're a rebellion in a city-state that's part of their empire. And part of the rebellion is that we want to no longer be part of the Lodis Empire, so yeah, I can see where Lodis is not happy with us. Okay, well, this is a small map. Not a lot of places to go here. Okay. We're going to the checkpoint located a half day of the... Okay, yeah, this is a very small map. Wild, okay. We never expected to be... We were just attacked in the mountains, Hugo! Did you not see the whole shit I had to go through in the previous episode, man? Oh, wow. Yeah, we've been completely surrounded. Okay. If we survive the first attack, we might have a chance. Don't miss the opportunity. Well, unlike in the previous mission, these guys aren't level 25. They're all like level 21, 22. So they're right on the level that we are. So I'm not as concerned. All right, cool. This battle will be a tough one, but don't give up. Okay, yeah, there's already people coming for us. Fair enough. Well, as usual, we're going to start things off by pausing. And we pause. Alright, so we got Dreyfus over here. Black Knight with Ogres. Fair enough. But, again, level 21, so not as concerned. We've got Hugo with a bunch of also undead and whatnot. Okay, so Ibu Delhi is where we need to send Magnus. So Magnus needs to take this city. Now, there is some debate on whether you could take the city with someone else and then send Magnus here. So if you send someone else here and then have Magnus come in, you will meet that character, but there is a debate on whether or not that character will end up joining you after the battle, because they won't join you until after the battle. And I'd rather not test it right now, frankly. If you're playing along at home, you could test it yourselves. I don't want to record an entire episode and then have to redo the entire battle. So I'm not gonna. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and dispatch the rest of our units. We're going to use pretty much everybody here. So we can go ahead and just dispatch all of them. We're not going to send people out too far right now, because, as mentioned, we are surrounded. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have our Lich now. We skipped straight from Wizard to Lich. We could have made him into you know, an Archmage, but why do that when we can just have a Lich? Okay. I am curious. Magnus, what is your level? Yeah, you are level 22. That's what I thought. We've got several characters who are level 22 now. Okay, we got Musashi down here. Alright, let's start working on picking some of these guys off. So, for example, Yugo over here, he's a forest fighter. He's not going to be terribly strong. Let's see, who do we need for Ulda? We need someone pretty neutral. Who do we have that's actually fairly neutral? Diana is not that. You are not that. You are not that. Jeez, okay. The rest of your team is pretty neutral, but you are not. We could switch to Miguel being the leader. Everyone on this team is pretty neutral except for Ramberdy. He's probably actually my best bet to send there, frankly. Yeah, definitely not Destro. Or Dio, or Leah. We could switch Meridia to being the leader very briefly and then send them in. That would also work. But I feel like Ramberdy is probably fine. We could also do the same thing with Ramberdy. We could switch someone else there. Oh, we got Mario. Okay. Alright, so we do need to go take out Misty over here, who has a bunch of goblins and a... Well, alright. Well, first things first, we know that we need to take this stronghold. So we can have Magnus start marching down for that. Let's have Leah move out to take out this guy. Because they're faster, we'll have we'll have Eckert, who's going to be moving faster than anyone else, come work on Dreyfus. We'll probably need to run from that battle, but we can at least take out the leader. Actually, that's a good point. Let's make sure that everyone is actually set to attack leader this time. Attack leader. Attack leader. Leader. I was thinking about it, and it did occur to me that I should put an Altar of Resurrection on these two units, because unlike every other unit I have here, if the leaders die in these two groups, I can't switch the leader to anyone else. So I gave them an Altar of Resurrection so that I can revive the leader if they die. Because I can't otherwise command this unit at all. Okay, everybody's on attack leader. Cool. Okay, yes, so then you can come here. I keep trying to, like, dispatch to then send somebody out. Let's have... Oh, we've also got the shop there. Cool. You know what? We haven't seen Destro in action. Go kill this guy, I guess. You can't really see him right now, but go kill him anyway. I think we decided that we wanted to send Vemond over there. Not Vemond. I mean, we could also send Vemond. We decided we wanted Ramberdy to take this location. I like how I said at the beginning of this, we're not going to like focus on taking places right now. We want to focus on working through enemies, but you know what? We're just going to do this anyway. Not really paying attention to who actually needs experience. I know Ankaseth needs literally 1 experience. You know what? Ankaseth, you can't take this stronghold, but you can walk up here. And then I need somebody light to take this one, right? Yeah, I need someone pretty light to take that one. So we'll go ahead and have... Oh, I guess that could have worked for Ankaseth. Leah's already sent out. Lytle is actually a good choice for that, now that I think about it. Yeah, Lytle, you're a good choice to take this place. And Dio will go assist. All right, let's see what happens here. And let's actually set Destro to targeting an actual unit. Okay. Eckert's gonna fight Dreyfus. We're probably gonna need to retreat here, but if we can just take out the leader, then we're good. How much did him... Okay, we're gonna need to do another round of attacks. That's fine. Or we can guard. Okay, I mean, if we're gonna... those ogres will get 3 swings. Ogres do a lot of damage. In fact, I think I'm just gonna run away anyway after I get my attacks in, because that way I just don't take unnecessary damage. I'm fine with that. I don't take unnecessary damage this way. Alright, cool. So then Eckert, you're not gonna switch targets and come from Misty instead. Oh, we're gonna get an item, so that's neat. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about keeping track of what items are where until after I've recruited the new recruit. Okay, you're gonna lower my power. That's a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Oh, you put him to sleep. That's very unfortunate. I would have liked to use cool magic. Oh well. Now, one consideration for not just always using Book of Bane and maybe using like Ice and Thunder instead of Bane and Thunder on these guys is that if we used a different, you know, these guys are undead and dark element and whatnot, so Dark Conquest probably isn't going to do as much damage to them because they have resistances against it. Also, one thing with undead is immediately after the battle, they'll just be regenerated. Now, you can use that to your advantage. The only way to keep them dead is to hit them with a holy attack or wipe out everything in the unit. You can use that to your advantage if you want to grind for XP. I don't see a need to do that right now, but it's a strategy I've definitely employed in the past. Okay, we're not gonna do our combo magic, so that's a little unfortunate, but oh well. I could and probably should use some Flags of Unity on some of these groups that I've been moving mages in and out of. I also wonder if the cleric has better defense than the siren. I should check that. Okay, well, that is cool. We're not gonna take this guy out here. Oh, we did. Okay, never mind. We did take him out. Okay, well, we're gonna retreat. And then we're gonna go back to town and just heal up a little bit. Actually, no, we're not gonna go back to town. We're just gonna go walk down and finish that guy off. Lytle versus Mario, who has a couple of skeletons and also a stone golem, but okay. A lot of undead we're fighting today. Sure, why not? Yeah, if I had like the Yveltal equipped, for example, I killed one of these undead units with the Yveltal, they would stay dead because they'd be purified. I'm not super concerned about that. It can get annoying when you have like a full group of undead. The Lich technically counts as undead, so does the vampire. So if you're running an all undead team, or like if you're running chaos, making 2 units that are full undead can be really, really cool and really fun. Because then you can, yeah, you have a unit of completely made out of undead using the Lich, and then you can make another one using the vampire. And then you have a unit where unless they kill everyone on that unit, they'll all just respawn after battle. Or if they use a holy attribute element, which there's plenty of in the game. There's enough of them in the game to make it not as useful of a strat as you might think it would be. Yeah, there's no real need to run away here. One additional bash from an ogre isn't going to be that big of a problem. Yeah, these guys are so much easier to deal with than the previous assortment. Oh, cool. We get another item. Neat. We take those. Ramberdy is... What are you doing, man? Whatever. I mean, we'll take out the leader. We did take out the leader immediately. Okay. I don't even remember what whose Ramberdy's target was. I'm not gonna... Oh, that's right. He's just moving to the town. He doesn't have a target. That's why he got side attacked. Okay. I'm just gonna have him leave, because I have no interest in potentially losing a Hawkman here. And then he can just walk back to town again. I'm not that worried about it. I guess Accurat's gonna start working down some of these ogres, which is fine. Now they only get 1 attack, so I'm way less concerned about them. Ogres don't have a whole lot of defense. They've just got a lot of health and a lot of attack, and if they're in the front, they attack 3 times. But from the back row, they're pretty useless. Do we kill one here? No. We don't kill one at all? We leave both of them with a sliver? That's unfortunate. Oh well. The next person to come around and fight them will be able to finish them off, and that will... Oh no, they're gonna use healing items. Darn, okay. Okay, well, we are able to liberate Soshiba, so that's cool. Dio, are you level 22? No, you actually need a lot of experience. Wild, okay. Well, go ahead and just move into Stronghold. Vemond, which way are you facing? I'm gonna have you face this way, just so that... Okay, never mind. Fine, then. And we get to see Destro in action for the first time. Our fun little Lich. I don't know how well this is gonna go, mind you. But we have him. And he didn't want to go to sleep. I'm fine with that. Can you resist going to sleep? No. Can I get an attack in? There we go. Hey, and we get Inferno. Cool. Yeah, the enemy team is definitely faster than me, which is a little annoying, but we keep resisting going to sleep, and I'm fine with that. And now we actually take out the enemy leader, so that will work. And then it looks like we'll just attack this quadrant over here, so we might get a gremlin as well. No, they'll resist it. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He gets to attack 3 times as a Lich. So that's pretty neat. Forgot that the Lich gets to attack 3 times with magic, which is just really good. Unfortunately, I think you can only really get 1 Lich in the game, likewise with vampires. But they are really good. We'll get another item, Stardust, so that's pretty solid. Alright. And it looks like I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to put in a field pause here because it looks like I might need to start paying some attention to the right side of the map. That pumpkin smash is going to hurt. We're not really going to be able to do... okay, we're still not going to do combo magic. That's really unfortunate. The combo magic would have been really, really good here. Why didn't you just focus the... okay, whatever. Yeah, would have appreciated the combo, but oh well. Yeah, now we're getting paralyzed. Okay. We'll get another pumpkin smash. You know what? We're not going to run from this. We might lose it anyway, but I'm just going to go ahead and use a Pedra. With this and Ceridan's magic, we should be able to take out the leader at the very least. We won't take it out any of the goblins, but we'll take out the leader. Oh, we took out a goblin. Okay, cool. Oh, we got really close to taking out an additional goblin. If you guys had just done your frickin' combo magic, then another goblin would have been dead. But oh well. Okay, looks like we do need to start actually paying attention over here. Ankaseth. How about you target... not Carlson. O'Neill? No. Randy. Yes, target Randy. And then, how are you doing? I think you're relatively okay. Yeah, you're relatively okay. So, we're going to have you switch over to targeting... is this one Randy? No. Carlson. Yes. Okay. That will work. How are you doing? You're doing... oh, you're already level 22. Did not notice that. You know what? Come back to town then. Save that XP for somebody else. Leah, you're not level 22, right? Oh, you are also level 22. Okay. You know what? Come back to town then. Save that XP for somebody else. And Ankaseth will go up to level 22 the moment they kill someone. Dio, start working on cleaning people up. Alright, Ankaseth is going to encounter Randy. Ankaseth is going to murder Randy. Okay. Well, unless everyone gets put to sleep. Nice. We take the resist. Oh, that's right. Ankaseth also has a holy sword. So if Ankaseth kills any of these ghosts, they will stay dead. Ankaseth also just does a lot of damage. So, and they can't put him to sleep because he's got people behind him. Putting the cleric to sleep would honestly be the worst thing that they could do, just because that means I wouldn't be able to heal. But we took out the only person on the team that could do damage anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, this will put Ankaseth up a level. He only needed one. This group only needed 1 experience, but it's fine. There we go. Alright, cool. So, my bud, I'm going to have you just hang out right where you are. And then Ramberdy, we have a bunch of these. We're just going to go ahead and use a power fruit. There we go. Now you are less tired. Alright. Yeah, you hang out right there, friend. Okay, now let's see what Carlson has to offer. A bunch of undead. Well, 3 Black Knights and a couple skeletons. Alright, fair enough. Undead enemies are interesting. We haven't talked about them much because they don't really come up much. Undead enemies always start as, well, I guess not always. You can find wild skeletons, wild ghosts, etc. But in the chain of undead, it kind of starts with zombies, and you can make zombies pretty easily. You just let units die and then don't revive them by the time you end the scenario, and then they have like a 30% chance of coming back as a zombie. This includes named characters, by the way. I'm gonna put in a field pause. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Yeah, this includes named characters, by the way. If you hit a zombie, I think with fire, then they turn into a skeleton. And if you hit a skeleton with a particular magic, I don't remember what it is anymore off the top of my head, they turn into a ghost. And then ghosts are just kind of there. They just kind of do their thing. Oh, that's right. I think I have like a twisted evil sword on Dio. I don't know exactly how that's going to work on trying to kill undead with it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't usually run undead because A, that means you either have to recruit a bunch of undead, or B, that means you have to kill a bunch of characters to do it. Running an undead horde, I wonder if they just can't get hit with that weapon entirely. That's entirely possible. I think Dio gets to attack 3 times, so I think we still win here because the Comet will do some good damage and then Dio will actually hit something for once. Or the Comet will just finish it. That works too. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take that. Cool. Dio. Oh, cool. It's been liberated. And here we get to meet a new friend. Show yourself. And by new friend, I mean someone we've met for a while now. Yet another one of the Zenobians. We have Debonair of the Wind. We thought the Brigade of the Radiant Cross was going to suppress the Bolmalkan uprising, but they headed for Palatinus instead. Their orders were to crush the infidels. Didn't make much sense. So I followed them, and it brought me here. Will Nerdom be alright without you? Oh, that's right. These guys left to go try and protect Nerdom, because they don't really have allegiance to... They have allegiance to justice, not necessarily to any particular army. Oh, don't worry. They were reunited with the Bolmalkans in the west, and their bond, their desire for freedom, is even stronger. Destin and Gilbert are still over there. Okay, fair enough, but they'll end up here eventually. Cool. I do know their philosophy. The strong rules the weak. Magnus, allow me to go with you. I should be of some help. Alright, cool. So if you say we can handle it, then you can ignore this guy. There is no reason to ever do that, by the way. Even if you choose that option, the people that you would not be able to get if you recruited this guy still won't join you. They won't join you if he gives you even the option of taking him. That's true for all of these guys. So anyone who says, hey, I want to join you, there is no reason not to take them. Unless you just want to be a complete dick and you don't want to use any named characters in the game. Which I guess would be an interesting challenge. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take him. I offer my help because I know you. You're the leader of many, are you not? Believe in yourself. Let's go. We must stop them. So I don't think he'll join me, I don't think he joins me immediately. I think he joins me after all is said and done. But I can check that. I think he joins me after the encounter ends. Oh, no. He's right there. Okay. He's a general. He gets 3 slashes from the front. He is locked into the Sonic Blade, so the only thing you can change with him is his armor. Fair enough, but he's very good. Yeah, he's just a very good dude. So the debate is that if you take Ibudeli with someone else, you will still meet Debonair, but he won't offer to join you. The debate is if you then send Magnus over, will he join you then? Which I guess I could have tested here. I thought he wouldn't join you until after everything was said and done, but I guess I technically could have tested that. I think I will probably put him in with Magnus. I'll probably put him in Magnus's unit. Replace one of these paladins with him, because in essence, he's just a better paladin. He doesn't get to use any magic, but really, he's just a better paladin. More specifically, he's a better swordmaster. But yeah, I'll probably just put him in that unit, because why not? Saradin's already in there. Okay, cool. Well, I would like to get another kill with Magnus, but I can also do that later. So let's go ahead and have you heal. You're going to take the town. Oh, that's right. We're going to have Dio try not to trigger more enemies, but go kill Marilyn. And then let me scroll back up and take a look at this map. We already have 4 out of the 6 items that we can find here. The remaining ones are right here, where this guy is. Well, it's a little bit over. It's about right here. And then there's a really cool one, like, right below where this Archmage is. So fair enough. We'll want to be getting those. But we definitely want to get people who are still level 21 leveled up first, so we'll work on that. Let's go ahead and have you just hold down the stronghold, I guess. You've arrived at destination. Okay, we do have another guy coming after me now that I've moved up a little bit. We've got Duke, who actually has some zombies. Okay. Dio, we're going to change targets. You're going after Duke now. And we've got a Dragon Tamer over there, too. Okay. Or Dragon Master, I think. So we'll deal with that as it becomes appropriate. We don't need to worry about them right now. Now we are more in cleanup phase. Yeah, I don't think Dio's sword can hit these guys. So what? Yeah, fire turned it into a skeleton right off the bat. So that's kind of neat. Unfortunate for me, skeletons hit a lot harder. I wonder if this will also convert them. Does this count as fire? No. All right, fair enough. Yeah, skeletons hit a lot harder. Well, I guess not that much harder, but they do hit harder than zombies do. Skeletons are just better in pretty much every way. Oh, wow, we actually hit him. Okay. I don't know why we weren't hitting him before, but we did hit him. So here's something fun we can do. Petra of Virtue. If this kills the skeleton, it'll stay dead. Okay, well, whatever. It's not going to amount to much after all. We'll kill the leader. That's what matters. I'll put back in a field pause because the leader will at least be dead. Oh, never mind. We're wiping out the whole unit. Okay, sure. And we're at level 23, or 22. Also sure. Why not? Unexpected, but we'll take that. Get some fresh blood-stained robes, so that's cool. All right, Lytle. I really don't want to keep raising your alignment, but I don't have many options with this particular mission. Everyone here just kind of raises alignment, so I guess we'll just go have you kill that guy. What kind of person do I need over here? Someone also very neutral. That's gonna be you, friend. All right. Well, we're not gonna worry about that right now. What do we have to work with here? So we've got Misty, who actually has some set people. Dreyfus. Oh yeah, you've got the ogres. Eckert, what do you still need? 1 experience to get to level 22. Okay. Okay. And Ramberty, what do you still need? A lot of experience to get to level 22. Okay. Well, you can deal with the people over here, I guess. Alright. Here's what we'll do. Eckert, go get, like, a kill. Oh, everyone is making it so that they can just keep running. Adorable. Adorable, and it's not going to amount to anything. They are still going to all die. Alright, just get a kill here. Look, he's not even healed. There you go. You succeeded in what I sent you here to do. We will run the moment we are able. Okay. We might just wipe out the whole unit. That works too. You know what? Fuck it. Just finish him off. I don't care anymore. This is way more experience than this unit needed, but whatever. They're dead. It's done. They're gone. And we get an item. Cool. Alright. Let's have you come back to Stronghold. Let's have Vemond come kill these guys, because he'll just cross the mountains, and that will be convenient for me. We're going to have Magnus start working his way up here, because I'm going to want him to take out the enemy leader, just because there tends to be fun dialogue when you do that. So yeah, we'll have Vemond go kill that guy. Surely you haven't gotten any action in this fight in this scenario yet, so go fight Musashi, I guess. Leah, have you gotten any? You got a little bit of fun in, not very much. Go get more fun. Leah, go have fun. Alright, Lytle can... Oh, that's right. I still need to get more experience for Lytle. Well, I'm not that worried about it. There's plenty of experience still here to go around. And I will need to start recruiting some mithril golems, so I can have people run around to do that too. Jeez, okay. Some good crits. And we'll just give this guy a swift poke. There we go. Alright, that was a lot of XP. We'll take that. So we're not really hurt at all. We got a battle fan, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have you just go kill Michelle. I don't want you taking that area, but I do want you to kill Michelle. Ankaseth, you're just gonna continue hanging out. Good for you, Ulda. That's not what I wanted to look at. Ramberty, how are you feeling, friend? Are you at least mostly healed up? Yugo is still a little hurt, but you know what? We'll deal. Alright, yeah, you hang out there. Leah, you can actually see this guy, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. And we get the Peridot sword. Out of all the things here, I think the dress and this sword are definitely the coolest items. So I'm glad we got those. Hopefully Hopefully Lytle does not end up just randomly walking into the enemy boss. That would be a little unfortunate. I didn't realize that this was just the all-ghost team. This is probably not an ideal group to be fighting the all-ghost team, I'm not gonna lie. Because they're just gonna put people to sleep, and I don't get a lot of attack rounds with this particular team. Please keep okay, cool. We're continuing to focus the one person. So at least there's that. Yeah, no, we didn't take them all out, so those guys are just gonna respawn. And because they're not doing damage, yeah, so that's just gonna happen. We got a lot of experience out of that, but we didn't get to take out the actual unit. So that's a little unfortunate. Oh, and they can't get knocked back any further? Okay. See if you can get away from them. Okay, we're gonna have to see if we can run from this fight. We might actually just be stud locked. We might be soft locked. Let's find out. No, we build up enough. We can escape from this. Yeah, we build up fast enough. We can get out of this. Okay. We're going to retreat because I don't really want to fight them. Yeah, that's fine. That's not the group I want fighting these guys. So we'll go ahead and just let Ankaseth go kill those guys. Because Ankaseth's sword can actually just prevent those guys from ever coming back. Go kill Carlson, I guess. I think Carlson's kind of the more dangerous one, but whatever. And we get the last item. Cool. Actually, before I have you go kill someone, you are now like perfectly even. Come up here and take this stronghold, please. All right. So we can take out Musashi. I'll take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Nothing a Radiant Gale won't fix. Nice. Love paralyzing. Alright, cool. And we should be able to just finish him here. Dragons are so great. I love dragon units. Not to level 23. So we do need a little bit more experience if we want to get these guys to level 23. I'm not that concerned about getting them to level 23 right now. But just putting that out there. I guess go hang out over there. Alright. Oh yeah, I didn't even look to see what units these guys had. They've got the matured version of a green dragon, so that's a little alarming. These guys we haven't actually fought a green dragon yet because I purposely chose the green Pedra so we wouldn't have to, because this is the move they use. They use Earthquake, which, to be fair, only hits flying units. Only hits units that aren't flying. But it does a lot of damage and it powers down everyone, which can be a bit of a pain. I'm actually going to go ahead and use Pedra of Water here. I don't think it'll be enough to take out the leader, but we'll try, because we're going to get powered down again. And we're only going to get one shot on the leader. Wait, I can use another Pedra. We're using Flame. We will kill the leader. Come on. Yes, okay. So we do kill the leader, at the very least. We get that. And that's a level. And that's all I care about. Perfect. Okay, Cool. And then you can just come hang out right in front of this town. And then when Ramberty gets up there, he can finish off the dragon and whatnot because he's flying. So the earthquake won't hit him at all. Which is just pretty neat. And then everyone will be at level 22, which will be pretty good. Some people will be pretty close to 23. In fact, we should be able to get Magnus to 23. All right. Yep, and that marked as lost, which means that that unit is now permanently gone. I mean, I think you could use like an Altar of Resurrection or go to a Witch's Den or something to bring them back, just like you could with any other unit, but they won't respawn. Which is kind of the whole point of undead units, is being able to have them respawn. Without that, they just kind of suck, to be perfectly honest. Undead units are not terribly strong. Their ability to respawn is their only real saving grace. I guess I'll just have Enkaseth clean up these guys down here. Because, like, why not? There we go. I mean, they're all going to push their way to being super high alignment anyway. I tried to prevent that. I tried to keep them kind of neutral, but Enkaseth said no. So might as well just have him keep cleaning people up. Why not? You know what, Vemon? How you feeling? You can just take a nap here. Same with you, Leah. Well, you just take a nap. They're not going anywhere. Yeah, Magnus, you can hang out for a little bit. Lytle's now recovered. Magnus, I'm actually gonna just go ahead and have you, like, just move over there. Oh, did I ever get the item? Did you actually pick up the item over here? I'll have Enkaseth check it out. Oh yeah, I guess undead units also don't sleep, which is neat. But at that point, so do golems. And golems are a lot stronger. So I'd rather just use golems. Although you can have, like, 2 skeletons to 1 golem. So I guess there's a little bit of give and take there. But the golem will get 3 hits, whereas those 2 skeletons would only get 4 if they were all in front. If, you know, everything was respectively in the front row. Yeah, we'll just let Dad continue getting experience. Why not? Honestly, after he fights this guy, he'll probably be at level 23 anyway, so I'll go ahead and put in a field pause. God, he does so much damage. Love it. Well, that crit was just unnecessary, because Enkaseth is going to be the one finishing him off anyway. Unless you would both crit. Alright. Oh, we're actually just going to finish off this unit entirely. Sure. That works. And there's the level. Cool. So you are now at level 23, which means I need somebody else to come get some experience, I guess. We'll get a staff, so that's pretty cool. Go check out and see if there's an item there, and then come back to town, I guess. Actually, come back to this town. I don't want Destro to leave there until somebody else is here. I don't want this town... I don't want our headquarters to be abandoned. Because I am too wary of having enemies spawn in an area as soon as you leave it. It has happened too many times in the early game. Weirdly enough, it kind of stopped happening after we got out of the early game, which I'm fine with. In fact, I really prefer that mechanic not happen, but still just a little triggered by it. But, oh well. So those guys are dead. One less enemy on the field. Cool. And we've got Investment of Earth, so that's pretty neat. We'll have you come back over here, I guess. You're probably going to need to go to sleep long before you actually get over here. But that's fine. Vemon can get some action in as well. We'll just feed these ogres to the hounds. My hounds are much better than your ogres. I'm just saying. They're very good boys. Very good boys who bite 3 times. Sweet. Oh, wow. Okay. That was just straight up full level. Alright. Sure. Oh, we got an ogre helm. Okay. Oh, you needed that experience too. I thought you were already level 23. I guess not. Okay. Well, rad. I'm glad I randomly decided to have you do that. I thought you were already level 22. Okay, cool. Well, that works. Yeah, Magnus, you can just, like, take a nap, my dude. Alright, cool. Well, now we'll just, yeah, Ramberty's gonna go to sleep, so we'll just speed up a little bit while we have... Well, can you see? There's an enemy up here, isn't there? I thought there was an enemy over here. Are we feeding that enemy to Dio? I could feed that enemy to Dio. Dio, go eat. Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna have people go... We need people to move quite a bit. So we'll speed up as they do that. Alright, Ramberty has taken Toteben, so that's cool. We'll have you go ahead and move into the stronghold. Magnus, I guess... You know what? No, you can just stay there. Ramberty, yeah, you just got out of being asleep, so go fight Michelle, who's about to go to bed, and that will definitely give you enough experience to level up. And then everyone will be level 22. We'll have one person who's also level 23, which is Ankasath. Everyone else will be level 22 with some change, in some cases. After fighting the boss, we'll probably have Magnus at level 23 as well, which means if I want to put Debonair in his party, I'll probably want to get Debonair to level 23, but that's actually perfect because I'll just put the 2 golems with him to train them up, because I'll want to get them... Well, I'll need to recruit 2 golems first, but, you know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'll get people all the levels they need. And we get an Aqua Hammer. Okay. I don't have a lot of people that use hammers. And so far I don't have anyone that uses hammers that I'd want to replace their worm axe with whatever hammer I'm finding. So I don't know how useful that Aqua Hammer will be, but we found one. Now the acid breath can't hit me even though I fly. If this guy was in the back row, he would not be able to hit me. But it didn't really matter because we just hammered him to death either way. So, he's dead now. Okay, and with that, I think we have taken out all enemies on the field. I believe we got all items. We got another cool new hammer. I think that might be for the Black Knights, though, not for, like, Hawkman. So let's go ahead and have Magnus go take the stronghold. See what the enemy boss has for us. Alright. The infernal aura is spreading across the land. The time has come. The resurrection. It is time for our queen to awaken. Our time has finally come. Okay, yeah. We might have guessed this, but all of these people seem to be possessed by the netherworld. Do not interfere. Humans do not stand in our way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone we've been fighting has been possessed by demons, and or is a demon in some cases here. So that's fun. Really? We're not gonna... Okay. I'm pretty sure we saw you do the combo magic earlier. I'd really love it if you could do it again. But fine, we'll just do a dark quest instead. As long as we... Well, actually, no, we'll take out the leader here, I'm pretty sure. It's just a question of if we take anyone else out, too. Well, you know what? We can guarantee that. We can use... We've got another Pedro. We'll use a Pedro of Earth. Why not? This is what they're here for. We get them back at the end of every round, so we might as well use them. Cool, we get a Goblin dead. That will help guarantee that we actually go up a level after this. Alright, Saradin, just, like, finish him off. There we go. Yeah! I leave the rest to you, Zeta. Isn't that the name of the lady who's been working with Maria? Alright, cool. So there is another finished area. Now, like I said, we can get Balder Golems here. Oh, we get a feather suit too. The Balder Golems are in the Snowy Highlands, so that's what I'm going to work on. Just in case people are curious, the other things you can get here are goblins, if you want some goblins. Pumpkin heads, which are also pretty good. Red goblins and pumpkin heads are both in the forests. You can get red dragons in the highlands. Don't really see any need to fight those. And you can get stone golems in the highlands as well, which Balder golems are just better, so just go for those. Oh, they're messing with Yumel. Okay, not ideal. We don't like it when people mess with Yumel. Let go of me. Ah, here's the Calignis order. You're going to feed him the fruit of the netherworld, aren't you? This won't take long. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just force-fed him the fruit of the netherworld. Oh, that's not an infernal aura. What the? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what your goal here was, but I don't think it's going to work out for you. Well, Yumel, you wanted power. Now you've got it. What's happening? It's okay, you've got Mary to be your, like, emotional grounding, I guess. Everyone needs one of those. It's okay, Yumel. I'm here with you. The hatred, the rage, it flows within me. Yumel has unlocked Emo. The power, the darkness engulfs me. Okay, I think he might have moved past unlocking Emo and unlocked Chunbyo. Who are you? Your memories, your emotions, I can feel your presence within me. No, I'm Yumel. Power? Yes, grant me power. Okay, now he's talking to demons in his head. Oh boy. And I don't think that this medieval-esque society probably has, like, mental care. That is your power. This world, everything is within your grasp. Oh, Yumel, my love, I'll always be by your side. Okay, maybe... Mari, I think your heart might be in the right place. However, I think I'm leaning towards her heart being in the right place. However, some of those words make me consider that maybe she's just trying to use his power as well. Just saying. All right, cool. Well, we got some cool new swag. I don't think there's anyone whose class we're probably going to be changing for, like, the rest of the game, except for some additional special classes that we can get. I can't believe it took us this long to unlock Archmage. That's ridiculous. Like, Vampire, which requires another Ring of the Dead, which is unique, and I don't think we can get. We could make vampires, but I don't have any real desire to do that. I don't think there are... Oh, we actually, you know what? We could have made a female lich. That's my bad. I didn't know that you could... I thought it had to be male to make a lich. I didn't know you could do it with a female. All right, well, that's my bad. Could have just had a siren in this group the whole time. Whoops. Oh, well. Okay, cool. Well, we did get some cool new swag, so let's see what swag we can equip. We got Debonair. Yep, he uses long swords, so he uses, like, fencer swords. The only thing we can change is his armor. I don't know if we really want to. It does not appear that we really want to, so we kind of just want to leave him as is. We already looked at you. You're doing fine. We did get some new hammers. We got an aqua hammer and a frozen axe, neither of which are as good as the axe of worm, so we're not going to use them. We did get a peridot sword, so that's better than the S-stock. We'll take that. Nothing really new to do there. Nothing really new to do there either. You also don't really have any better armors to do. Only have one Volcasis, which we have on you. We got the Titania Mail. Let's see the armets. Do we have... Okay, so Ogre Helms are here. It lowers intelligence, increases strength. Well, that sounds like a great thing for these guys, because we just want them hitting hard anyway. You already have a Helm of the Fearless, which pretty much does the same thing. I guess we can keep you on the Daneslave. That's fine. You've got Lightning, you've got Fireball. We could give you Acid Vapor instead. Which does hit harder, so I guess we'll do that. Actually, there's a thought. We'll put you back on procs, and we'll move you to this guy, so you hit a little bit harder. Oh, actually, you know what? The Ice Blade does, like, the same thing for you right now. Nah, we'll leave you with the Daneslave. Why not? Okay. We do have the Stardust now, which is a really good robe. The feather suit is also pretty good. Let's go ahead and give you the feather suit. You know what? No, actually, we want to give you the Stardust because only women can equip that. I don't think there's any particularly new bows we want to work with. No? Okay. Alright, you got a bloodstained robe. We could give you a vestment of water. No, we stick with the bloodstained robe for you. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any particularly new staves we want to work with. You've already got a forest tunic. Feather suit is about equivalent. Pure white dress is going to be needed for a specific unit later. So we'll wait on that, but we can give you the feather suit. Make sure all of my mages have a ring of eloquence on them. Okay. I think we are about set then. We still can't make a dragoon. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. We just can't make one yet. Still working on that. Black Cat would be interesting, but it's actually weaker than our current weapon on you, so we're not going to worry about that. If you were a... Oh, well, that's the red branch. We're not going to worry about the red branch. If we had more... Oh, we should absolutely give you a better sword. Well, actually, you know what? Your current sword isn't that bad. We'll give you an ice blade. The ice blade, though, I guess. And stone sword. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. Do we want to give you any different armor? That just decreases your intelligence, so no. Okay. And just make sure we are good on shield. Actually, we could just give you the tower shield. Shield of Inferno should reduce fire-based attacks, but like tower shield is just good. Hollow shield makes you resistant to status ailments. It makes it so that you can't get afflicted with status ailments, so we definitely want to keep that on you. Weirdly, we could just go ahead and give you the Bloodstained Robe. In fact, I don't see any reason not to give all of our clerics Bloodstained Robes. It sounds a little off, but they're good robes. Yeah, we'll just give you all Bloodstained Robes. They're good robes. The stats don't lie. Okay, well, we are now out of them, so I guess we'll keep you on Robe of the Wise. Okay, I think everyone is all equipped now, as best as they're going to be equipped. There is the consideration I mentioned earlier of switching you to like a Book of Water. It makes you do slightly less damage, but then you use Atmosphere, and frankly, I'm fine with that, I think I'm fine with that. It just gives some variety in the magic that we're using, because everyone is trying to use Infestation. You should continue doing that. And actually I don't... Oh yeah, and then you two... Eventually, I think I can get an Ice Lance for her, which would be neat. You know what? It also makes sense for... I think you can combine fire and lightning to create a spell that can paralyze. I think. Sure, let's try it. Why not? You know what? While I'm thinking about it, and since we're here anyway, I keep talking about doing this. I should just do it. Let's grab... Where are they? Flags of Unity. We'll use one on you. We'll use one on you. And we'll use one on you. Cool. That should make them a lot more likely to actually use combo skills. And I also just recalled that I did use a power fruit on you guys, so we'll go ahead and give you back a power fruit. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do between episodes is I'm going to get Debonair to level 23 so that I can put him in Magnus's party. I'm also going to recruit 2 Balder Golems because we're going to want those. And I'd like to get them to level 24. I doubt I'll get them that far. I'll at least get them to level 22, maybe level 23. Because I am going to want to make a new unit for Paul. That will mean I will have 1 more unit than I can put in the field at any given time, which gets a little bit more cumbersome, but it's not that big a deal. And I think that is good. All right, cool. Well, oh, that's right. Sorry, there is one more thing I was going to check. We had been discussing earlier of whether it's better to have you out here or you. I think overall it's better to have the priest undefended. Yeah. Overall, I think your defenses are a little bit better. Okay, fair enough. So we'll go ahead and switch to have the priest over there. All right. I should probably look the same thing here. Yeah, I think it's overall better to have the priest. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I think these were the only two parties where something like that actually mattered. Yeah, these are the only two parties where something like that actually mattered. Okay, cool. Well, we're a little bit more defensive now, so that'll help, I'm sure. All right. Well, with that, I think we're going to call it for today. Thank you guys so much for... Oh, wait. Have we had a birthday? I think we might have had a birthday. We've had a birthday. Hell yeah. We turned 24. Gotta celebrate. We're celebrating with our dad. I guess Dio's 25, sure. Actually, yeah, Dad probably hasn't celebrated with us for a long time. So, he's probably pretty happy about that. Saradin's here too. Cool. Wonder what we get this time. It'll probably be like a Flag of Unity or Scroll of Discipline or something. Goblet of Destiny. Makes sense. The Goblet of Destinies are weird. They can cause your luck to go either up or down. There is no indication in the game as to what your luck is. Luck affects like your rate of critical hits and how likely you are to get into random encounters, or neutral encounters, I should say. There's no way to tell in the game. But yeah, okay. With that, I think we're going to call it for today. In our next episode, we will come back. I'll show you the new units, and we'll head off to Celestis. But I'll see you guys there.